Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I'm very excited to be coming to you today with another fresh new episode for your Friday. We are blessed to have a really great guest interview on today. This one's been in the works for the last couple months, just trying to get schedules aligned and things like that, time zone differences. This is from the West Coast, all the way from the West Coast. We have Evan Newcomb on from Pride Hardscape today, and this is one that I've been waiting to do this interview for so long, and I'm so glad we got to do it. It was a really fun conversation. Evan got into the nitty-gritty of why he restructured his business. He downsized. They're seeing more profit now, some things that he would have done differently when he had a large company, and now what he's doing to grow his company large again. So kind of going back to the basics, but the title of the show, You Got to Sell It to Install It. That's a really good one. We get into that into this episode. I really believe this one is worth the time to listen in. There's some good value here. I am super appreciative for Evan coming on and joining us today. I hope you enjoy it. Let's hop in.
My name's Evan Newcomb. I own Pride Hardscape Construction. We're based out of a town in Albany, Oregon, and we pretty much serve about, 100-mile radius around where we're at. So all the way up to Portland, Oregon. People know that name, to Eugene, Oregon, and to the coast area.
Yeah, so you're over there by the Oregon Ducks then, right?
Yeah, the Ducks. But
no.
Yeah. I'm a Beaver.
You're a Beaver? So you're not a Bow fan then?
No, hell no.
What? We have a little bit of we can relate here because I'm an Auburn fan. So, Bo came up from Auburn. So has he and he lives where he's from is 10 minutes from where I live. So when he comes home, we see him around at local restaurants and stuff. Has he kind of taken Oregon by storm? Is he the popular dude now?
I don't even pay attention to Oregon. Don't even pay attention when their stats come on. I turn to the next channel. We are.
You are a diehard Beaver then.
Oh, but our rivalry is the Civil War, man. That's it's been going. We can't. They don't call it that anymore.
Yeah.
They call. It's a very how we're kind of getting left in the pack too in the dust. There's a definitely hard feeling. Our goal for Beavers this year is definitely to show everybody they picked the wrong people. The Ducks are gonna get blown up when they go in those big conferences, dude. The Ducks are gonna get. They don't know what's gonna hit them.
Yeah. So what is Oregon State? What are y'all doing? What conference are y'all gonna end up in?
I don't have even a decision yet, dude. We might be. Yeah, dude. It's screwing with a lot, because our baseball program's really good too.
Really?
So yeah, our gymnastics is national. We have a lot of national ranking, but we're just a small town. We only have 70,000 people.
Wow. Yeah. So are you near Oregon State then? You're in that?
Yeah. Born and raised in the town or Corvallis, which we're about 40 miles north of Eugene.
Okay. Yeah. Oh wow. So yeah, that's pretty similar.
So your guys are mainly you're in the green industry. So that's where I started. So I started in the green industry when I was 12 years old. My dad started Pride Landscape. So that's where the Pride name came about. I took care of one account since I was 12 till I was 34. So wow. 22 years. Every year.
That's a lot of times mowing.
Every week, leaves bi-weekly, but there's about 5 of those counts I did that for. When I didn't even sell my business when I started Hardscape. I woke up one morning and go, I'm done mowing lawns. I told my wife we have at this point in time, we have a 3-year-old daughter, another kid on the way. And I just said, I'm done. I 20 years of mowing lawns. It's my first career. I'm done. So I tried selling it. It wasn't working at all. Selling it was hard to sell. We had 65 to 75 accounts, man. We had a pretty good established, making $60,000 to $80,000 a year, like it's okay. My great. But, and I just got rid of it all, sold all the equipment. And I took every dime I had and I invested it into a truck, a trailer, and got a SK 800. So same type of machine you're running right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what we started with. And I was able to purchase also a Sani 35 excavator, which is like an 8,000 pound machine. If I would go back, if people are listening about transitioning, if I would go back, I would have bought a 4,000 pound machine, because those 4,000 pound machines are so nimble, and our Sani tracks go from 36 inches to 48 inches. And that Sani will lift a 700 pound boulder.
Wow. Yeah. So you got some,
all day long. So if I was going back, starting, talking about a lot of green industry, who people listen to you, like I would say I'd start with a 4,000 pound excavator and a SK 800. If you could afford it, an SK 1550, just because $500 to take out a fence post every time is well worth the power of that machine.
Yep.
And that's the two lethal machines. I mean, like right now we're doing $100,000 retaining wall, and we've moved almost 160 yards of material with a buggy and a 4,000 pound machine and a ditch witch with two guys in 1 week.
Yeah. And you don't go home every day with your backs killing you.
No one is.
Yeah. I remember you posted that real code. I said, no backs were harmed in this, because, but I mean, that's literally the goal, like getting mechanization. That's something we've been preaching here for the past couple of years, and especially this year, since I've got my machine and things. Like it's one of those things, once you do it, you'll never go back. But it's hard to understand how crucial it is until you make the jump. And
it's unbelievable crucial. I mean, like, you think an SK 800, if you have okay personal credit and you can get half down on a payment. I'm always about putting half down on machines. Half down and pay half if the interest is right,
Yeah.
Keep the money in the piggy. But if you can do that, a payment's $500 a month.
Yeah.
An employee costs you $3,000 to $4,000 a month. The employee talks back, doesn't show up on time sometimes. They're back.
A lot of times.
A lot of times. So you're not my new ones. But if they listen to this, you guys are good. Jesus, Jose, you guys are good.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you go back to that, it's the machine payment is cheaper than having two labor. I mean, it's than having, you have two to three guys with that machine will do,
Yeah, no, I totally get it. So let's talk like kind of the growth of your company. You made the transition from mowing into the hardscape. What did the growth part look like? Because I know you've just kind of gone through some rebranding of the company, just as far as like how you wanted things set up and stuff. You downsized a little bit. So talk about that. I mean, because that's one thing that I don't want to do, is I don't want to force people into bad decisions by saying, hey, buy this nice shiny piece of equipment and take on all this if you don't have the workload.
Yeah. My main thing was, I mean, when we first started, so I'll tell you the truth. When we first started, we had no jobs lined up, literally. Then COVID hit. So we're here just going, oh my God, what's going to happen? COVID's happening. This is my 5th year. This is my 6th year going into this business. So like we had a year kind of under our belt, and we were still doing some lawns, still doing some cleanups, just paying the bills, trying to get through. And then that transition happened, and then COVID happened. And I'm telling you what, COVID made our business.
Really?
I mean, COVID hands down 100% in my little community, because we have a very high blue number of people here, the blue state.
Yeah.
And they freaked out and started not traveling, but they realized the manual labor can still go out and work.
Yeah.
So they go, well, we want outside living.
Yeah.
We want spaces. We want to redo our space. We're not going on our cruise that just got canceled for $30,000 for our whole family.
Yeah.
So all this money just started to kind of flow. Like we started getting jobs. And, it was me and my foreman who was with me recently. He left, started his own thing. We were together for 10 years. And it's for the better for both of us. He needed to branch off. He was starting to kind of run the crew, and he needs to go run his own thing.
Yeah.
So that went down. So then we literally started to grow. And then about third year in, I got bored with hardscapes. Not bored, but I honestly, sorry about that.
You're good.
I honestly thought about stopping again, like going, what am I doing? Like
Oh,
third
man.
year in. And then I saw a post from Richard at RC Outdoor, Imagine Design, and J Squared. And I saw some crazy inlays, 45 degrees, like art.
Mm-hmm.
My background is art. Like I am an art guy. So like, I just was like, whoa, what is going on? So I started digging in deeper. That's when we kind of started the Instagram. I started digging in deeper and going like the West Coast is behind. You guys are like all way ahead of us, like doing these inlays and all these crazy big format pavers. We don't even have those over here. They just started to come here.
Yeah.
So that got me re-excited, and also the pool thing.
What do you mean by inlays for somebody who doesn't know what that means? What is an inlay?
So you do a main course of like 18 by 24 pavers. You do a main course, and then I call it laying a rug, laying it in, but you actually like do like you cut out a herringbone pattern into the middle of that big 18 by 24 patio. You cut out an inlay where like chairs are supposed to go, a table is supposed to go. So you're actually laying a rug like you would indoors outside with pavers.
That's sick. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
literal art. Yeah.
You're cutting in a rug, and it's like, you cut in the area where people want to put the fire pit. So you change the color of the pavers, you change the border color.
Yeah.
So all those East Coast, RC Outdoor, I'll say it again, J Squared, Andy Mulder, Signature, a lot of those guys.
Yeah.
Who I became friends with, Craig Scheller, Josh Sutton. I'll keep naming off all those Midwest guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they just do a great job, and it got me excited again. And so we expanded we had a point up to 6 employees. We had 3 jobs going at once, three $250,000 jobs going at once the past 2 years.
Oh my. Yeah.
We did, 5-man crew. We did 2.6 mil last year.
Wow.
But profit just wasn't there, truthfully told. So growing the whole good point is growing the business so fast. It wasn't the profit. It was, I was working too much and we were not getting the right profit. So we only profited like 12%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't
it's a lot of work to put in the ground for 12%. A lot of logistics.
I'm truthfully telling this to the world. Like, you guys all know, I still have a successful business, but
correct. Yeah.
It made me reevaluate the quality of life.
Yeah.
I didn't see my family. I didn't see my kids. I got a 6-year-old and a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old. And my wife and me, it just didn't work out. I was gone. I worked 300 days a year. It was just too much. So I would say, if anything to people, is go a little bit slower. Don't look at other people's pages. Don't look at all these other people doing bigger and better things. Go for your goals. Like, use them as inspiration. Like, wow, I can get there someday. Like, most of these people are only doing it with 3 to 5 guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're making great money. There is a difference between, there's a point where you have to get so big and be okay with 15% profit because you're so big and you're making millions still.
Yeah.
But when you're trying to really,
it's a hard jump to get there, though. Like, you're going through the desert to get there. And you can see a lake, but you'll never get to it. Yeah. Yeah. Or you feel like you'll never get to it for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You feel like you never get to it. My father-in-law owns a successful electrical company. He has 75 to 100 employees all the time. Wow. So that's and he started with 1.
Yeah.
So he made that leap, but I just, I found out I don't want to do it. And ever since we switched up to Synced Up with Weston, which is a bidding pro. So I don't know, software for helping you with bidding and job management hours, Synced Up. I know you guys know all that. You talk about it quite a bit, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think there's LMN software. There's another one too. There's Jobber, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's all kinds. There's a bunch of different ones for mowing and stuff. Synced Up is definitely for landscape as far as I've seen, is the best one out there. So
yeah, and it really, Weston actually came in. I told him the only way I'd sign up for it. Weston, shout out, Synced Up, your crew's awesome, everything. But I said the only way I'll sign up for it if you come build a water feature in Oregon. So he actually built a really cool water feature with us with Nethery NC Outdoor. So it was really cool collaborating like that. But
I remember that. I remember seeing those stories of y'all sitting in the coffee shop going over because it was back in the wintertime, wasn't it? Like winter, spring.
Yeah, dude, it was January, and it was like it was snowed for 2 weeks after we were done with that water feature.
Yeah,
Like,
because I was yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I was on Synced Up at that time, and I remember I was like building templates, and then I saw him out there, and you were like, "Hey, Weston teaching me how to build a template and all this." I was like, "Oh, that's so cool! Like that's awesome." I'm glad, and that's a shout out to Weston and all of their customer service. Like it's unmatched.
Yeah, it really is, and we're not even using it to its full potential yet. I'll tell you that right now. Weston's gonna be mad at me. H&A, I know he is. But it turned out that we changed our numbers around. We got rid of a lot of payroll overhead. We got rid of some equipment overhead we didn't need anymore. And our profits went from 12%, and we're averaging between, 25 to 30% profit now.
Yeah.
Since we've downsized. Has it been an adjustment for me, for budgets, for spending and all that? For sure. It's different. You only have to book out. I was always nervous. I wanted to be a year booked out or a year and a half booked out. But with a 3-man crew now, it's okay if you're only 3 or 4 months booked out because the right clients are coming to you.
Yeah, that's right. You're very picky, choosy about what you want. So I want to get into this as deep as you want to go. We can keep it as surface level as you want or as deep as you want to go. But you weren't running Synced Up during your time of growth.
No.
So that adds to it. Like that adds to the pressure that you were going through. Looking back on it now, so where you were at 6 guys, really quickly, where are you at now? What did you readjust to as far as your company now?
I consider we have two in the field and myself, so just 3. Like I am now back in the field, laying pavers, laying wall block. I'm dirty as heck right now. I got dirt on my face.
Yeah.
I'm back in the field. I've lost 15 pounds. I've kind of felt like I'm getting back to my normal self, man. Like I would truthfully tell you guys, like, don't expand too big and don't do quick because you just want to keep employees.
Yeah.
Like that was the only reason, like employees wanted more money or I had to go bigger, this and that. Like we're only going to do maybe 1 to 2 pool jobs a year now. Maybe.
Yeah.
And they have to do the hardscape around it too. So, but we're down to 2 guys now. And our goal is to do one with me working is to do 1.3 to 1.4 with that profit range. So if you go back on it at 2.5 with 5 or 6 guys at 12%, like I'm going to do the same.
Yeah. Yeah. And so here, I want to play devil's advocate and not devil's advocate. Yep. I just want to get your opinion on this. So now you're back in the field. As you downsize, you're back in the field. And that is probably, it sounds like that's something you want to be doing. You kind of got re-energized. Like you like doing the inlays now. Like that is something that you want. Who knows what you're going to look like in 3 to 4 years? You might readjust. Family might adjust. You might be like, I want to get some more out of the field, bring on another employee or whatever. But like for the average guy who's like, let's grow. I don't want to be in the field laying pavers though. I want to be able to grow the business, have some employees, and I want to be able to be a little more hands off. What does that look like? Obviously the software was Synced Up. I think would have helped you probably tremendously. Like you would probably say that yourself.
200%. If we would have had Synced Up from the start, we would have at least known what to charge.
Correct. Yeah.
Not the actual my bidding was fine. Like you look at my bid jobs and my materials and my block and my hours, it's fine. I was not charging enough hourly for what my overhead was. Yeah. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Like my numbers for bidding were spot on, man. But was I making 20% on every material? No. Was I making this is what helps the business expand. And when equipment breaks down, you have that money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, when something really broke or something went wrong, like we really had to push to get those jobs done to have that income to pay for that. Where if I would have set my profit range to 20 to 30% and been charging the right labor, like we went from charging $92 an hour to $120.
Yeah.
That's
that adds up.
That's $28 an hour each man.
Yeah.
That's not just one man. That's 5 guys at $28 an hour. We should have been charging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
40 hours a week. We start timing that. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot, and it's just lost money. Like it's just lost profit.
I say, for one, getting a computer software program if you want to expand is mandatory. I say if you want to expand your business, you have to be in the field 3 to 5 years before you can officially bid a job correctly.
And okay, so what is your thought on hiring? So like, here's my situation. I'll use myself as an example. I don't really have a desire to do hardscapes, but if I did, I have 0 experience with hardscapes, none. what is your opinion on hiring some, like paying a premium for a guy to come in with a lot of experience and paying that premium, paying him a premium, but then they have like what is your thoughts on that?
They better have a good resume. A lot of people that have jobs at Hardscape companies for a while have their install in their head. So like if you're bringing on someone to train your guys and you start a new Hardscape division, then you better have some good references, and you better put in some field work with him to make sure this guy's legit.
So you want to be very particular in that hiring process.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to just bring on, if you're an unexperienced employer like you in the Hardscape industry, and you bring on a foreman that says, "Yeah, I'm a badass, come in here and we're gonna lay pavers and do base," then he better come do it. Like maybe have a job set up at your house.
Mm-hmm.
Like be like, all right, I want a water feature, I want a pergola, I want here you go. And here's your labor, me.
Yeah.
Tell me what to do. And put him on the spot. Give him a 2D design and say, here you go.
Yeah.
Or your mom's house, your grandma's house, whatever. Get someone to pay for it. Where you're just they're paying for materials and you're helping out because you're trying to find and give them a job trial.
Yeah.
Because that's a really scary stretch. You're going, and you could go through a lot of employees and waste a lot of money.
Yeah. No, that's good. And I wanted to hear your opinion on that because I think there's a lot of guys in that situation. But so I like what you're saying though. If you don't go that route, then you need to put time in the field. Or
go during the wintertime, you guys shut down.
Go train. Yeah.
Go train. Like, I have to be, I'm considering in a 2025 doing a West Coast kind of training, Hardscape, but like a mentor I think is huge, but also you have to have budget for that.
Yeah.
People just start buying all this. All of a sudden they're spending $1,200 a month for a mentor synced up. You also have to budget for this. So what I would do is get the program first and budget for the things you want and then work for a year. And by the time you work for that year, you'll have a savings for those equipment, for that truck payment, for the expansion. You'll have all that money if your computer software program has it to you.
Yeah. You need to have that. You need to have that software in advance of you even ever trying to make that jump. Yeah.
Yes. So then okay, I can sell $120 an hour to this person. Like I'm going to bid it at 100 hours and I'm going to put my 20% on top of that. And you're going to feel confident in your charging rate that you can perform to that rate and sell that. Because dude, I said it on a few podcasts. It's one of my biggest mottos. You got to sell it to install it.
Yeah, that's good.
You cannot install a project if you can't sell it.
Yeah.
So like if you're a salesman and you don't have no design or no floor, like when I walk up to the house, the first thing I look at is their front door. And I go, they got nice curved windows. They're going to want a curvy patio. Or maybe they're going to want more organic. Oh, that person's got a really square rectangular. So I look at those points and I kind of get those vibes. So you got to sell it before you install it. So it starts there.
Yeah.
But also the numbers are important too. So if you want to advance, then you should have those numbers already in place for future going on.
Do you want to keep the cash flowing this winter? Head over to LawnEntrepreneurAcademy.com and check out all of Brian Fullerton's new courses and powerful resources to get you cashing in on that white gold through plowing snow. The snow plowing training course is easy to understand, and you'll learn what it takes to do the job effectively and how to bid, price, and estimate snow plowing for both residential and commercial properties. LawnEntrepreneurAcademy.com has 3 new resources to take the hassle and guesswork out of securing your snow removal jobs, plus there's eye-catching marketing materials that can help you secure new clients quickly. Ready to crush the snow game this year? Visit LawnEntrepreneurAcademy.com or use the link in the podcast description.
So I think we come to an agreement on how important profit is. That's kind of what we've hit on here is like profit is everything. Profit is everything at the end of the day. It's not top line. Like you said, you did 2.6, you take home a couple $100,000. That's not like you want to make higher profits than that.
Yeah. Some people don't. Some people are okay with that. Some people are thinking they do 5 million and they get their their $500,000.
Yeah.
Some people are okay with that and they get their fancy Lambo and they drive around and they're okay with it.
And I think it's a lifestyle. It's what everybody wants individually. Like if you want to be very hands off and you have a business that kind of runs without you and you take a little less profit because you're not out there in the field working, like I can see that. Like I can understand that, but you have to just look at what works for you. Like that's what I'm saying when guys want to scale and be a little more hands off is like one thing I don't want to see happen is people make bad decisions based off of what somebody's business plan is that works for them. You need to look at business plans as a whole and take away guiding principles from them, from the guys that are both in the field like yourself now and the guys that are totally out of the field like, for instance, Caleb Allman. Like, he's not in the field hardly at all, but he has a couple good guys that are in the field.
As a podcast, he also has got this going on.
Correct.
There's stuff, trips doing that. So he actually, that, and that's what he wants to do, and that's great. But there's direction you want to go, but like
100%.
Like all you're saying, like, how old are you, Jeremiah? By the way,
23.
Dude, if I was 23 and I knew what right now, dude, by the time I'm 39. By the time you turn 40. You should be flipping retired, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's the goal. Hopefully, hopefully we make it there one day.
Just saying, with all this, like your age, you should be able to put all this stuff. You have a very good resource of people you talk to. I see all the people that you hang out and talk to, and like, it's just a matter of what direction do you want your business to go.
Yeah.
And I think hiring someone and having them leap into it, they have to at least do a job interview, like a hands-on job interview.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing is like where I was going is like, you got to do what works for you, because Caleb Allman is probably taking some less, and this is not, I'm just saying him as an example. I don't know what his profit margins are. He's probably taking home a little less profit, but he's not out there in the field every day. But he's, like you're saying, he's doing other ventures that are taking up his time. So it's like, you got to do whatever works for you, but you can't just look at Allman Landscape. What did you say?
And your
yeah, yeah, exactly. But you cannot just look at Allman Landscape and Pride Hardscape and say, oh, let's take from one of them and just go that route. Like, you can't. No. You got to look at everything as a whole and say, what works for us? Let's take great principles that Evan's sharing here, and let's take great principles that Caleb's sharing here, and principles that Andy is sharing here, because Andy's in the field a lot, but he's also doing $1 million project that took a whole year. Like, I mean, everybody's business runs differently. And so,
yeah, I mean, I just wrapped up close to that number of project, and took me almost 14 months, and we're still got a couple little small things, and it's been a big lesson. Yeah. But is it worth the reward? Yeah. I mean, it's like, it's awesome. But now that I know my numbers, that should have been it should have been $1 million job instead of 780. You know what I mean? Then my profit, then that makes me be able to help that expansion. But yeah, I mean, it's so nice that there's this community of people that are willing to talk about it. Like I'm open. Like, some people don't want to talk about what happened and what downsized, but everybody that's asked me, I've told them was more profit, more family time. Yeah. That's literally what it came.
So let me ask you this. How do you get more family time? I'm genuinely asking. That's not where does your schedule pick up where you get more family? Is it just you have less headaches because less employees, less logistics?
Less fires.
Okay.
Less. So instead of me going to try to catch that next job and be a year booked out, today, go back. I'm around the corner from the job site and go back for 30 minutes, go straight to my daughter's volleyball game and coach her volleyball.
Awesome. That's fantastic.
But it's about, man, not just having a cool business. It's having a cool business and a good family life and a good community life. Like, this is what I'm starting to realize, that I'm 39 years old, and I've been a big part of this community, but I haven't been for the past few years because of my business got so big that I wasn't able to do this stuff. So having the better profit, has my lifestyle changed, Jeremiah? It's changing. Me and my wife are realizing, okay, we got to cut back a little bit. We got to change this a little bit, but it's 110% for the better, for my business, for my employees, for my family, everybody, and me. Most importantly, you know what I mean? Like, the only way for the business to go on is for me to be a solid base for my employees. Yeah. And I feel like I wasn't the past couple of years. I was kind of all over and I didn't pay attention, and I might have lost a couple good employees because of that. Truth be told, but also, if they weren't willing to go through the struggle, then where were they going to be if it did struggle and the economy crashes like it's going to?
Yeah. I mean, it's the hard facts, and you're transitioning into where I actually wanted to go for the second half here. Is you look at employees, you've had 6 of them in the last couple of years, you're down to 2 now. What have you learned as an employer over these last couple years. Like, that is something that I get a lot of, that I personally deal with, and I'm trying to do. Like, I have 2 full-time guys now, and it's like, I'm trying to learn how to be an employer, but not just be a good employer, but like how to be someone that runs a business profitably, but also takes care of guys. And that's the thing. Like, my guilty thing is, like, I'm a very nice person. I care about people a lot. I care about my employees almost too much, I think, sometimes. And that's been detrimental to the business, honestly. Like, I've paid out way too much money in labor and stuff because I was trying to take care of them. And I'm having to, like, take a step back and realize that, like, my family, my business is more important than my employees. Unfortunately, like, if my employees are listening to this, they know I care about them. That's not me saying I don't care about my employees, but, like, we're in business for ourselves, not for our employees. And, like, what have you learned over that time of having 6 guys now down to 2?
I think, for one, first off, is there needs to be we just started doing, like, once a month little meetings. Communicating on the field, like, what's going good, what went wrong, like going through the job sites and going through them and kind of reevaluating them and, like, making them feel like a part of how the systems can get better. And putting in, this is all learning to me, man. This is my fucking 6th year in business, dude.
Yeah. You're over the hump. Like, you're just now over that crucial window.
Yeah. And, like, we have a good name. We have work coming in. We're booking out in spring next year, like, we're stable. So now it's me is finding the right medium of how much you want to put in the employer. So what I'm going to be doing in 2024 is putting in bonus incentive contracts. So in Oregon, we just were able to allow employers to assign a 3-year contract for bonus incentives. So
how does that work?
We're going to offer 3 years, say over 3 years, you get a $20,000 bonus. Okay. The first year you get $2,500. Halfway through you get like 10. And then the last you get throughout your paycheck. You get COLA incentives. So cost of living raises every year in that 3 years. So cost of living this year was a $3 price increase. So after 3 years, you'll get $9 on that contract. And then offer up to like 6 paid days off, 2 weeks, like, in that contract. But then if you void that contract, then you owe all that back. That
was my question, do you get all that back if they quit? Yeah. So
there is definitely you got to make sure you're in. But to me, if you're going to give a job an opportunity and you think you have someone that you want to keep, 3 years is a pretty, like, hey man, like, I can get $20,000 over 3 years and be ending my pay like at $39 to $40 an hour if I'm at $30 an hour right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to be starting to do that incentive with my new employees. I've already talked to them briefly about this. I said I'm going through some lawyer stuff, trying to figure out what we can and can't say.
Yeah.
That's because I need 3-year commitment, because we're going to be booking out 1.5 to 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to know you got guys lined up.
And I do. And, like, I'm going to hire one other person by next year, but I wanted to be close to my employees to show how, like, I would do the excavation, how I would set up the logistics, how I would move the gravel, so they can see how my 20 years in the industry, I know how things flow. Like, okay, we're down to 1 yard of rock. You need to take off and get gravel. By the time we're back, gravel's there. So I really wanted to teach them the whole process in person first, and then start putting in the system. I really wanted to get hands-on with them, because I think I lost that in my other jobs, where I was just running around, putting out fires, delivering materials, and we were just going over hours because I was bidding it for me being there and how I would run the job site.
Yeah.
Or there now, my old foreman was like, no, we're going to run it my way. Well, I found out going on, after a year or two later.
Yeah.
So
do you have, is this, and there's no right or wrong answer here, genuine question. Do you have, are these processes like to work yourself a little more out of the field in 3 to 5 years? Like you want to train, like you're putting in the hustle, you're putting in the grind to get back out of the field a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and then I want to start another business that deals with hardscape teaching and stuff like that, because I've got the social media following now, and there's nothing, I don't want to talk too much about it.
Yeah. Don't put any good ideas out there; they'll be stolen. So you keep that stuff in house.
Everybody's already doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm the only one on the West Coast that really has that type of following that would bring people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just I mean, I just think keeping employees is going to be a learning experience for me too, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
I
awesome.
think talking once a month, I think having like this Saturday, I'm having them all over for fish and chips, having their families over. I think having a fun day once every 3 months is mandatory. Like go to the Top Golf, go race some golf carts or go do something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think fun days are mandatory. So 4 days a year, it's like, let's go have a fun day.
Yeah.
I took lake last fun day was in August. We went to the lake for the day and they had beers. I don't drink anymore, but they had beers and hung out and just kind of hung out at the lake and dove in and hung out. You know, I took them tubing, grown big tubing. Hilarious. So I'm trying to bring that like family. Like I want their cousins, I want their nieces and nephews to come work for us. So I'm going to transition in 3 to 5 years, hopefully have a bigger business again, but I'm going to get back to the bare roots of the business and kind of start over, man. Like,
yeah.
And I
grow with the right systems and processes and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But I really enjoy field work, dude.
Yeah. And that's okay. Like guys like that, it's not for everybody. Like sitting in the office estimating is not for everybody. Like
I'd be so fat.
I'd be so fat.
I would be 200. I'm 240 pounds. I'd be 270 if I did what just sat in the office and did nothing, dude. I just don't have that metabolism. Like I have to do work.
Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah.
Or I have to go on the Peloton and I ain't sure as hell ain't doing that.
Yeah, I'd sling pavers all day. But the bad thing is when you mechanize, you start gaining the weight back. That's the bad thing. So
I call it hibernation when we slow down.
Wait, what'd you say?
I call it winter hibernation when you slow down.
Winter hibernation. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Weight.
I love it, dude. That's awesome.
A little chubby, it's hibernation weight. It's okay.
That's right. That's right. You're doing it to stay alive.
Yeah, but when it slows down, by the way, Jeremiah.
Yeah. No, I understand that. So, well, man, that's really cool. I want to be respectful of your time, let you get out there and get that job wrapped up and then go coach your volleyball game for your daughter. That's awesome. I love to hear that's happening. I tell you what, I want to circle back up and go ahead.
Are you going to H&A?
Yes. Yeah, we'll be there. Yeah. So for me, it's for Equip, but yeah, we'll be there. We'll be in the same location. So
yeah,
same thing.
Yeah,
same thing.
Same stuff, but yeah, we'll be there the whole time. We'll be at some booths, IQ booth, Blaze Direct booth, and also Bartell's.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna make an appearance at the Bro Life breakfast if that invite stands. So
yeah, you're fine, man.
So we'll see. I might try to. I don't know. I have to get like some brunt boots or something just to show up. I can't wear my Hey Dudes or anything out there.
How about this? You tell me what size, and I'll make sure you got some Pride swags. Then you just look like us.
There we go. See, I can just blend in. That's what we need. We'll make that happen.
Yeah. All right, man.
Good deal, buddy.
Yeah, go for it.
I was just gonna say thank you for coming on. Where can everybody find you and reach out if they want to follow more along with you?
So we're on most social media platforms. We are on our Instagram's our biggest one right there. You can DM me there. It's Pride_Hardscape, and we're on TikTok. Same thing. And we did start YouTube Shorts, so we should have some videos coming out there soon. But yeah, and Facebook obviously too. Our Facebook has went from like 1,000 followers to almost 10,000 in 3 months. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But that's cool. So yeah. Facebook, a lot of followers there. So yeah, I appreciate Jeremiah's time. You guys, any podcast for the green industry, it's awesome to hear, and stay strong, brother.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the show today. Thanks for Evan coming on and joining with us. Hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, leave us a big 5-star rating and review. Reach out to Evan and say thanks for coming on. But without any further ado, that's going to wrap this episode up, and we look forward to catching up with everybody here on the next one.
This is your invitation to L'Entrepreneur Academy Live 2023 in Novi, Michigan, Saturday, November 11th. The lineup is power-packed. You won't want to miss it. Learn from incredible speakers like Leroy Maines, Keith Kalfas, Caleb and Brittany Allman, Sam Gimble, Weston Zimmerman, and Jeff Joyner, just to name a few. Tickets are on sale now at the early bird registration price of $197. And hurry, because seating is limited to just 300. Now through August 31st, purchase the whole ball of wax and receive a free ticket to LAL 2023, a $200 value. Once you purchase your ticket, you'll be added to our private Facebook group, where you can network with other attendees, get access to the discounted hotel room block, and get the inside scoop for the Friday night party, brought to you by Kohler. Thank you to this year's sponsors, Xmark, Sure Track Trailers, Yard Book, and Boss Snowplow for helping to bring this incredible event to life. We can't wait to see you November 11th, Novi, Michigan at L'Entrepreneur Academy Live 2023. Get your ticket today at l'entrepreneuracademy.com or use the link in the podcast description. L'Entrepreneur Academy Live. Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.